In the darkness of the night, there's a gripping secret that could change everything. Light Out by Navessa Allen is a pulse-pounding, mind-bending thriller that delves into the shadows of truth, trust, and survival. With each chapter, the tension mounts, and the mysteries unfold in a chilling tale that promises to leave readers on the edge of their seats, desperate to know what happens next. This is a story of betrayal, redemption, and the dangerous fine line between love and obsession. The story begins with Kiera, a young woman who finds herself thrust into a world she never imagined. Her life had been ordinary until one night everything changed. The lights went out, and with it everything familiar slipped into chaos. In the aftermath, a new, eerie world emerges where the rules of normalcy no longer apply. This is a world where every decision could be her last, and where trust is the only currency that could save or destroy them all. Kiera's journey begins in the aftermath of a citywide blackout that renders every part of her life unrecognizable. Once a place of safety, her home turns into a prison, and the comfort of everyday life fades into a distant memory. As the lights stay off, people begin to unravel. Kiera, armed with little more than her instincts, must navigate a world where every corner hides a danger, and every ally might be a traitor. The trust she places in people is challenged at every turn as new enemies emerge from the shadows. The line between friends and foes becomes blurred, and Kiera must determine whom she can rely on, even as her own mind begins to betray her. In a desperate bid to survive, Kiera seeks refuge in a secluded community. This safe haven, however, is not what it seems. Here, too, the darkness takes hold. The residents harbor their own secrets, and as Kiera becomes entangled in their web, she realizes that the blackout was just the beginning. There's something far more sinister lurking beneath the surface, a secret that, if exposed, could destroy everything she's fought for. With each step, Kiera inches closer to the truth, but the cost of knowledge may be greater than she's willing to pay. The tension reaches a boiling point as Kiera uncovers a conspiracy that could change the fate of everyone around her. The more she learns, the more she questions the people she thought she knew. In this new world, survival is not just about finding food and shelter. It's about finding the truth and staying one step ahead of those who will stop at nothing to keep it hidden. With her every move being watched, Kiera must rely on her wits and her instincts to outsmart those who want to see her fail. As the narrative unfolds, Light Out becomes not just a fight for survival, but a journey of self-discovery. Kiera is forced to confront her own fears, doubts, and the choices she's made in the past. What would you do in a world where everything you knew was a lie? How far would you go to uncover the truth? These are the questions that haunt Kiera as she navigates a world where the answers are never simple and the stakes are impossibly high. Through it all, Navessa Allen crafts a compelling and immersive experience for the reader. The writing is sharp, precise, and relentless in its pursuit of suspense. Every chapter is designed to keep the reader on the edge, pulling them deeper into the story's web. The pacing is relentless, and just when you think you have everything figured out, the plot twists, leaving you reeling from the unexpected. The characters are brilliantly drawn, each with their own motivations, secrets, and flaws. Kiera, the heroine, is a complex character whose resilience and determination shine through even in the darkest moments. Her struggle is one of survival, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally as well. She is forced to navigate a world that no longer makes sense, where she can't even trust her own judgment. As the stakes rise, Kiera's internal conflict becomes as gripping as the external threats she faces. But it's not just Kiera who drives the narrative forward. The supporting characters are just as intriguing, each with their own story to tell and mysteries to unravel. From the enigmatic leaders of the community to the seemingly innocent bystanders who may hold the key to the entire conspiracy. Everyone in Light Out has something to hide. The relationships between the characters are tangled, complex and ever-shifting, reflecting the chaotic world they now inhabit. As the book builds towards its final climax, the tension becomes unbearable. Secrets are revealed, and the stakes reach unimaginable heights. What began as a fight for survival becomes a race against time, to prevent a catastrophe that could alter the world forever. The darkness that started as a simple blackout has now become a metaphor for the secrets, lies, and betrayals that have taken root in society. Kiera's journey is a fight not just to survive, but to expose the truth before it's too late. In the final pages, Light Out delivers a breathtaking conclusion that ties together all the loose threads, while leaving just enough mystery to keep the reader thinking long after the book is finished. The ending is both satisfying and thought-provoking, leaving readers with a sense of closure, while also leaving them to ponder the consequences of the choices made by the characters. Light Out is more than just a thriller. It's a reflection on the nature of trust, survival, and the consequences of living in a world where the truth is often hidden in the shadows. Navessa Allen has created a world that is both terrifying and exhilarating, a place where nothing is ever as it seems, and where the only certainty is that the light will eventually go out. This book will keep you hooked from the very first page, and when you reach the end, you'll be left wondering what secrets still lurk in the dark corners of the world. Prepare yourself for a story that will keep you guessing until the very end. If you're ready for a roller coaster ride of suspense, mystery, and heart-stopping thrills, Light Out is the book you've been waiting for. So, turn off the lights, settle in, and prepare for a journey into the unknown.